Aloha, beautiful souls. This is Ryan of tranSOULution, and welcome to my channel, Transform with Ryan, where I am bringing you that light whenever there are shadows. Now, in this pick a card tarot reading, we are going to find out together what does your crush like about you. Ooh, this is gonna be juicy. And so right here, I've laid out four options for you that I shuffled, and I pre-prepared some piles to get us started. And this comes from the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. Now, just a disclaimer, even though these are goddesses that are laid out, this reading is for everybody. It's not just those that identify with the divine feminine or identify themselves as female and use she, her, hers kind of pronouns. This is for everybody. These are just archetypes and personalities to get you started for your reading as to what does your crush like about you. Ooh. And so first out here we have Ostara. Next we have Diana. Then we have Hathor. And last but not least, we have Freyja. Okay, so just take a look and see which persona, which archetype is calling most to you to deliver this message on what your crush likes about you. Okay, and just so that you know, this is about what your crush likes about you. It's not necessarily what you like about yourself or your own personal opinions as to what your best features are. This is what your crush likes about you, okay? So it's from their perspective. So go ahead and take a moment to meditate, close your eyes, feel into the energy, and as per usual, the timestamps to go to your reading are down below in the description box. I will see y'all there. Hey there, love. So for those of you that were drawn to the Ostara card here, welcome to your reading on what does your crush like about you. So let me know who you are, who chose Ostara down in the comments below. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let's find out the deets. Let's find out the tea on what your crush likes about you. So I don't know about y'all that chose this, but I did not know who on earth Ostara was. So I did a little bit of research to learn a little bit more about her. And thankfully there's like this little booklet that comes with this deck to help us all learn together. But Ostara is actually a Teutonic goddess. And the Teutons were an ancient Northern European tribe that was mentioned by the Romans and the Greeks, and they're much like our modern day Germans. Okay, so you can just associate Ostara with the Germanic peoples. Okay, and what Ostara is known for is she was associated with the time of the spring equinox. And so that's when there's more daylight than, darkness during the year. It's kind of where that flip starts to happen. Okay. It's that region. Oh gosh. It's that time span there where we're getting more daylight. And she is, as you can see up here, associated with fertility, and she's also associated with going on new adventures. So I'll read this bottom part for you as well. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So there's already so many different things coming through with this card already about what your crush likes about you. So the first thing is, because she is associated with that time of the year where we're getting more sunshine, your crush thinks that you are just like this, the essence of joy, and what I keep hearing is like if they were to choose a color for you, they would choose the color yellow, which is about sunshine, starlight, brightness, laughter, smiles, good times, celebrations. So they basically think you're like a super fun person, and they love your sense of humor. No matter what it's like, they find you to be very funny. And maybe you don't even think you're funny, but the things that you do are like cute funny, okay? Like that's how they're seeing you. And the other thing too is they see you as a very creative individual and someone who has lots of really cool and brilliant ideas. I'm hearing that with this fertility card, it's like you really plant these new ideas in their mind, and they learn so much about you, and it's like they're really intrigued and interested in your point of view on stuff, because it's like you're almost like no one they've ever met before, and you think so differently from the people they usually hang out with and even themselves. And so they think that's super rad that you bring these new perspectives. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm like, my throat is getting all funny. So I had to take a sip. It's kind of springtime here as well in the northern hemisphere. So all this like cotton wood is floating around. Cottonweed? I don't even know what it is, but it looks like white stuff floating around all over the place. And my allergies are acting up. Any case, you can see here too, she's associated with the holiday of Easter. So really it's just speaking to, again, this colorful personality, this joy, this excitement. It's like the thrill of the new, okay? Like you bring these new ideas, new perspectives, and a new way of looking at their life. And they just really, really enjoy that about you. Okay, so these are some cards that I pulled out and I shuffled through. I don't know what they are, so let's find out together, shall we? So we have X, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. We have the Sword and the Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. And we have Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure, issues. Oh, wow. So this is like super duper interesting. And you know what? To be honest, like a lot of the words on the bottom, I wasn't quite feeling them for this reading. I think it's more about the symbolism of these cards here. And so what they really like about you is that you are constantly moving and you go with the flow with things. And so, you know, if it wasn't clear to you before with the way I was describing you according to your crush, they don't think you're boring in the slightest. They think you're so entertaining and they're captivated. Ooh, yes, captivated. That is a great word for how they see you. They find you very captivating. It's like you have their attention, you know? And they really, when they're with you, it's like time goes by so fast because they're just having such a good time and you're just so engaging. Now, with the Axe, the Sword, and Rose, what they also like about you is, you know, with your ideas and your creativity, it's you really stand by them. Okay, you have strong opinions on things because you're well read or you're well informed on a lot of these topics that you talk about with them, and so they see you as an authority and they see you as a person that really fights for what they believe in. And you're not someone that's like a pushover in a way, okay, where it's like you're not easily shut down. When someone tells you no, or where someone argues the counterpoint with you, you don't really back down right away. Like you fight back. And it's not saying that you're an antagonistic type of personality or you think you're always right. It's just more like, you know, people are going to challenge your opinion because you're so well informed. Like they better have their facts straight. You know what I'm saying? They better know what they're talking about too if their goal is to persuade you otherwise, or if their goal is to convince you that, you know, they're right and you were not seeing the whole picture or you're wrong or whatever the case may be, you know? And so they really like that about you. And, you know, with this energy as well, so not only do you defend your viewpoint, and you do it actually rather well, okay? But you also defend other people. And it's not just about, you know, justice for you, it's justice for other people as well who are being taken advantage of, who are being mistreated, who people are being mean to, right? And so you defend those people as well. Now, what is super duper sweet here is the Rose card. And so despite, you know, your very argumentative nature, that's how maybe other people might see you, is like you're like, you will argue your point. Despite that sort of perception, there's this really soft and tender side of you, okay, with the Rose. And it's like people have to get past this tough exterior, past like the thorns that are on the stem of the rose, to really appreciate your beauty and who you really are, okay? What I'm getting here, you know, is like your personality. You're like, no one would call you like the popular kid, the one that's like everybody likes you, everybody's a fan, like there's nobody you know dislikes you. Like you're that person that maybe is misunderstood by people because they don't get your creativity, they don't get your personality, like where sometimes you're like super defensive and outspoken, and then other times you're just fun loving and like go with the flow and on the move and just like looking seeking adventures, right? So like a lot of people just don't understand you. And that's the thing, is like a lot of people, what I'm hearing is that, most people try to put people in a box, right? Like if you ever watch those TV shows and movies where the kids are in high school, it's like those are the nerds, those are the popular kids, those are the jocks and the cheerleaders, and these are like the stoners, right? Like people like to categorize everybody because it gives people this sense of security, and like they feel like they know what's happening around them and they know what to expect, and it helps them predict how things are going to play out depending on who they're interacting with. And the thing with you is like you're a bit of a wild card, and some people, they just can't be bothered to try to figure it out, and so they're just like, I don't get you, therefore I'm not into you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just outside of love, outside of friendship and stuff. But the thing is, your crush, that's the thing that they love about you, is that you don't fit so neatly into this box, okay? And maybe some people don't see you as super fun and like hilarious, but your crush definitely thinks so. So sweet. So we have stuck. I'm not even going to read that stuff on the bottom because I feel like that's not helpful. Not for this reading anyway. I've used these cards in other readings and they're like, the stuff on the bottom does help. But moving on, we have chaser, we have surrender, and we have divine timing. So definitely what your crush likes about you, again, is like you're always moving, you're always chasing this goal, chasing this dream. It's like you're not that type of person that gets bored of life, right? In fact, you make life very exciting, not only for yourself, but for the people around you, you're on the move. Like being stuck is not a problem for you. In fact, that from their perspective, they rarely see you as someone who gets stuck. Okay. You're not that type of person where when life throws you a curveball and you strike out or whatever. I don't even know why I pulled out that baseball analogy because it's not like I'm an expert at baseball, but go with it. Okay. So even though you may strike out on this curveball that life throws you, you just keep going. Like some people, if they were to face some of the things that you faced in your life, like it would break them down and they would be, out of commission for like a week or something. And they'd be like totally down on themselves, feeling like anxious or depressed or sad, whatever. But you just like take the punches and you don't stay down for very long. You get right back up and you move forward. You just go on to the next thing. And with this surrender and divine timing kind of fueling into this boat energy, it's like the thing, and I don't get the sense they know how to put this in words, okay? But the thing about you that is so cool is like you go with the flow and you don't tend to have a lot of attachments or expectations to the outcome, and you're okay with being surprised. Okay, that's why there's this whole adventurous energy about you where it's like, well, I don't know what's going to happen if I do this thing, so what better way to find out than to actually just do it and see what happens? You know what I'm saying? And when you get that curveball thrown against you, it's making me think of these martial arts movies with like the Kung Fu masters where they're saying like flow with the energy and use your enemy's strength against them, right? And don't exert so much force, because the more force you exert, the less power your punches and your kick will have, like those kind of like Kung Fu philosophies. And so with this, it's like when life tries to take a hit at you, instead of like trying to hit back, like collide with this force, it's like when they hit you, you just like absorb it and you just flow with it like that. Oh, that looked really cool on the camera. So that's how you move through life. And that's why you don't stay down for very long because you're like, oh, well, that didn't work out. Okay, now we know. So let's try something else. That kind of thing. Your what you would categorize as a failure or as a mistake is a lot less, okay, than what a lot of people would call a failure or mistake. What I'm getting here from your crush's perspective is like you just take things as experiences and learning points, and so there's very few things in which you're like, oh yeah, that I totally effed that up, or yeah, failed that, right? You just take it, oh, that's cool. Like, yeah, of course I didn't maybe reach the goal, but that doesn't mean I didn't get anything out of this. And the other thing that they think is really cool about you is they also see, because you have this kind of attitude towards life about going with the flow, they feel like it seems like things just work out so well for you. And to be honest, what I'm hearing from their energy too is like they think you're really a magical being. And that is just so adorable. They think you're like this magical being where it's just like, wow, things just seem to work out for you no matter what, even if, you know, I think what happened really sucks. It's like you don't think it sucks as bad as I did. And you're like still flowing and still going on it, It's making you think of also Thomas the Train, when I was a kid, my mom said I really loved that book. And the thing that I would really gravitate towards is when he had to climb up this big hill with that heavy load of like behind him of like, I think he was transporting like coal or something like that. And he had to go up this hill and he kept saying, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And just never gave up. And he kept slowly but surely going up that hill and being committed to his goals and what he was going after. And so that is how your crush sees you, is this person that perseveres but has such a great time along the way. Like, how amazing is that? So let's pull out some tarot cards to get some other thoughts from your crush and what they like about you. Let's see what messages the tarot has on that regard. All right, loves? This is such a cute reading. Your crush really does, really has some lovely thoughts about you. Okay. Oh, weren't we just talking about yellow and like sunshine and joy and happiness and like laughter? Bam, there's a confirmation there. So that's like a big, big part of how they view you, is someone that is so fun to be around and makes them laugh and really, like on a more expansive level, you like make life better for them. Like they look forward to hanging out with you and spending time with you. That's how amazing you are to them. We have the Tower. I'm already getting some hits on that, but let's pause for a second and see what else we got. Knight of Swords. And Two of Cups. Oh my gosh, y'all. I am telling you, like, when I was doing this reading, this is more like, what does your crush like about you? And I wasn't sure if we were going to get any confirmations on whether your crush actually likes you back, but bam, y'all, Two of Cups, your crush is feeling you too. Oh my gosh, this is like a mutual connection, mutual feelings. I'm so stoked for you. I really hope you or them really feel comfortable to make a move if you haven't really talked about your feelings for each other just yet, because it seems like this will go like this has potential to work out really well for the two of you. And I think that's so stinking sweet and cute. Oh my gosh. So we have the Tower card here and we have the Knight of Swords that we didn't really speak too much upon just yet. But I'm really seeing some more echoes of what we had already discussed about how your crush sees you and what they like about you. You see this Knight of Swords here that is in this sort of practice fighting pose, right? So the Knight of Swords in this image is not exactly fighting someone just yet, but what they're doing is they're training, okay? And what this really represents is, remember how I was saying that your crush thinks that you're so well informed, that you're really intelligent when you take a side on an issue and you really defend your opinions quite well. And this is what it is. It's like you train, or in other words, you seek out information, you seek out facts. For many of you, I'm hearing too, it's you don't really put a lot of weight in like hearsay and gossip. Like if you want to decide which side you should be on, you actually do good thorough research, okay? You like vet your sources. So you're not someone that will ever fall for. And if you do, it's like they really did a good job of tricking lots of people. But you're not that type of person that falls for fake news. Like you make sure before you share your thoughts and opinions on something, like you have the honest to goodness facts and not, opinions masquerading around as facts, which a lot of people like to do these days. So they definitely love that part about you. And here with this tower, it's really echoing again to what we were talking about with this set of cards. It's they see that some of the things that you've gone through in your life, they put themselves in your shoes and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I could have handled it as well as you did. Or I would have been totally destroyed if that happened to me. And like, I would have been a wreck if that happened to me. And you were able to really manage through that with a lot more grace than I would have, or a lot of people that I know. And so you've had these moments in your life where maybe some people might be tempted to like pity you or feel bad for you. And the thing is, like, you don't pity yourself and you don't feel bad for yourself. You're like, hey, this is just what life had for me. And I know that I can make it through any obstacles. And I can't always, there's always a way for me to get through it. It's, I haven't heard this in a while, but it's that old mantra or that saying where it's like, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. And that's your mindset. And they think that's so admirable about you, where it's like, it's like you don't take no for an answer. Not very easily, not if it's something you want. You're always like, there's a workaround. There's a way I can make this work for myself. Oh my gosh, that's so sick. I love it. Oh, best of luck to you, my loves, with having some conversations here with your crush surrounding your feelings. So let me know what you thought about the video here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and turn that notification on so you don't miss out on these super fun readings. And of course, there's a link up here if you want to go to another reading. And a special message for those of you that are in that stage of life where you want more answers, you want more explanations, you want to learn more about trusting your intuition, psychic abilities, law of attraction, manifestation, deep transformation. I am here to help you. So take a look down in the description box below, because there's a link to book a one-to-one discovery call with me to see if I can help you along your journey and if we could work really well together, because I'd love to share my knowledge to the right type of client to work with on their journey to their most highest and aligned pathway. So I look forward to connecting with all of you if that vibes with you. Otherwise, sending everyone so much love and cosmic hugs. What a joy to do this reading. I'll see you again soon. Hey there, Star Fam! Welcome to your reading here on finding out what does your crush like about you. Ooh, ooh, ooh! And for those of you that were drawn to the goddess here, Diana, let me know who you are down in the comments below, and let me know where you're tuning in from. So let's get into your reading, shall we? So here it says, focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So I know many people are familiar with, the Roman and Greek gods. So perhaps many of you don't need a lot of explanation when it comes to this Roman goddess, Diana. But one of the things that's so great about Diana is that she really has this connection with nature and the elements, and she is a bit of a huntress as well, as you can see, obviously, with the bow and arrow, okay? And the thing that is coming through with regards to your crush is that this person sees you as someone who is very grounded, okay, very earthy. And so the energy that you have is this like quiet kind of strength, okay? And what they like about you is that you're very natural, you're very simple, and I don't mean that like in an insulting way. What I mean by simple is like you're not someone that is a drama queen or a drama king. You know what I'm saying? What they like about you is that you don't overcomplicate things. In fact, with you, everything just seems so simple, so natural, and so in a lot of ways very effortless. And that's the thing that they really like about you is that it's like it's not like you're trying too hard and then they don't have to try, and they can actually, just like how you're natural and kind of easygoing, they can be that way around you. Like with you, they feel like they don't have to necessarily walk on eggshells or watch what they're saying, or it's like they don't have to fear bringing up certain topics because they're like highly sensitive for you. And even if there are topics where you feel some kind of way about it, it's not like you take it out on them, or you snap at them, or you get triggered by them. Like you have this awareness, that hey, like, yeah, they brought this up and I'm sensitive to that, but I know that's like my own thing, and that they're not bringing it up to like offend me or insult me or hurt my feelings. Like they didn't know. So you can really come off as very cool, calm, and collected a lot of the times here. And what I'm hearing as well is with this focused intention, you come off as a person that is not super chatty. Okay, it's not that you don't like talking to people or that you can't carry your own in a conversation, but you're not, again, kind of like along the same vein of what we were talking about earlier, you're not really frivolous. You're not frivolous with your words. You're not that type of person that, kind of like me, sometimes I can be this way. You're not that kind of person that goes on a lot of tangents when they're speaking, and you're very focused. You say what needs to be said, and no more, no less. You do what needs to be done, no more, no less. So there's this stability, this reliability about you. And the thing is, like, they know that you're super intelligent. Sometimes when people don't talk a lot, people wonder, like, do they understand what I'm saying? Or do they get what's going on? Or, they're not saying anything, right? They're not getting that immediate feedback. And so you're kind of in that space where you don't, like I said, get super chatty or talk much. And so sometimes people might wonder, like, are you getting it? Are you following me? Are you smart? And the thing is, like, your crush knows you're really smart. Okay? It's just like you don't flaunt your intelligence around, and you don't like over embellish and talk people's ears off, but you're super duper smart, and you see and understand a lot more than most people give you credit for. Oh, snap. Okay, I think you sound so amazing. Wouldn't you agree, according to your crush's standpoint? So I pulled these cards out before your reading, and I don't like really know what's that under them. So we'll just find out together. Okay, we'll start with these pink ones. We have self-indulgence, and for the first reading, the words on the bottom weren't super helpful, but if you want to pause and take a look at what they say, if it offers you more insight, great. But it wasn't helpful for me in this particular reading as compared to other readings. We have date, and we have seduction. All right. So what I am seeing here with your crush is, because of this natural essence that you have about you, your crush is really attracted to that. What I'm getting is that Some people, they really like the person that dresses super flashy, super fancy. Like they like that feeling. They like the person that wears a lot of like makeup and foundation to smooth out the skin and like does wild things with their hair, right? Color their hair or creates like this kind of unusual haircuts, right? Whereas like half of the head is like buzzed off and you're letting the length grow out on the other side. Like these very unique hairstyles. Like you're not that person. And that's what they really like about you. It's like you're very simple, you keep things super natural, you don't use a lot of like perfumes and lipsticks and bright nail polish and all that kind of stuff. Like that's what they like about you. They like that more natural look that screams low maintenance, right? Like your crush is not the type of person that is all about being flashy and getting a lot of attention, getting a lot of eyeballs. Like they don't really like that. And so they find this that you're not super self indulgent. They find it very alluring and very seductive. Okay. And with this date one, what's so interesting is, what I'm hearing with this is that they really wonder a lot about what it would be like to take you out on a date. Because for some people, it's like when you think of like a first date or whatever, people want to make it super memorable and they want to impress you. So they like try to get reservations at this fancy, super busy restaurant, or they like to do something really extravagant to wow you, and your crush kind of daydreams or imagines like, I wonder where I would take you on a date. Like maybe we would do something simple, like just go for a walk on a beach or go for a little hike, or maybe we can even try like canoeing or paddleboarding, because again there's this like natural kind of energy about you. And so they maybe even think about like what could they do with you outdoors that would really resonate with you. And so they really kind of get a bit creative. And it's not just like dinner and a movies kind of thing, right? And even though they find you super seductive, the thing is, it's like they don't what I'm hearing is that they don't see you as the type of person that like they don't see you as like a hookup or a one and done or like a hit it and quit it kind of person. Okay? Like they see you as someone that's, hey, you're someone that deserves like time, energy, effort, and genuine connection. Okay? That's how they see you. Now, of course, whether that or not you're in that space and you're feeling a little more free spirited, like no judgment. I had my phase too where I was more into casual encounters, okay? No judgment from me. But they definitely see you as the type of person that is deserving and worthy of more attention and more care, okay? Because you just like give that vibe off to them. Now let's see what we got cooking in this set here. So we have cycles, sacred journey. Oh my God, were we not just like talking about walking on a beach for a date or something? Awakening, sacred space. Wow, you got sacred journey and sacred space. So what I'm seeing here and what they like about you is there's something about the intentionality that you have when you do everything. Okay? It's like what I'm hearing is sort of like another way to look at what we were talking about earlier is you're this type of person that isn't wasteful. Okay? You see that everything has value, everything is important, and you honor that. Okay? You're not that type of person that like would buy a lot of food or buy a lot of clothes and only, eat half of the food and like throw the rest away. Or you'd wear the clothes once and then donate it or toss it in the trash or whatever. Like everything within your space, within your area, it's very thoughtful. And, you're like super eco-friendly. You're like an eco-friendly, eco-conscious kind of consumer. And I think that really fits perfectly with your simple attitude towards life, where it's like, hey, I don't need like 60 different dresses or t-shirts. Like, I'm cool with like 15, right? It's like it's very much about functionality for you, okay? Like, I need things that are functional in my house. I think I need things that are useful. I'm not gonna get things just because they like look pretty, but they have no function and no purpose, no use. What I'm also getting to, which is like a bit random, is with this sacred journey and this car here that looks pretty spiffy, pretty clean, is you don't have a lot of clutter. And they love that about you. If they've ever rode in your car, they like that your back seat isn't full of like clothes and backpacks and like granola bars and water bottles and another pair of shoes and like umbrellas and boxes. Like, your car is very clean. And if they've ever been to your personal space, like your room or your apartment, your house, whatever, they love that it's very a simple design, almost to the spectrum, the end of the spectrum of minimalism, okay, versus like extravagant, indulgent. There's like minimalism kind of interior design. Like, yours is more on this part of the spectrum, the minimalism area, and they just love that, because what I'm getting from them is they're not the type of person that likes a lot of clutter. They're not the person that likes a lot of noise, likes a lot of hullabaloo. I can't believe I just said that word, hullabaloo. Like, like, what does that even mean? This is something that I've heard as a kid that sort of means like making a lot of noise, making a big deal out of things, super flashy, right? Drawing a lot of attention. So that's not really their style, okay? What I'm also seeing too, because we have water and water, they find you super refreshing, you know? And with all the chaos that can happen with the world, especially, recently, I'm sure many of you can understand that. With all the chaos that can happen in the world at large and the chaos that can happen in a person's life, they find you so refreshing. Okay? And like, this person is splashing in the water, and there's like this wave coming up, and even though there's like motion and movement and a lot going on in the wave and in the splashing around here, they don't see it as from what the energy you give, they don't see it as chaotic. For you, when you give off that energy, when you speak, when you talk, when you do things, it's refreshing, right? It feels very cleansing for them. It even though this is like action kind of movements, your effect on them is actually calming and reassuring. Yes, that's a good word. Reassuring. Like, your presence to them is very reassuring. As a matter of fact, they often look to you as sort of their guide on how they should react and respond to things. Kind of like how kids do when, they're learning how to walk and stuff like that, where if there is something that is kind of wild and crazy happening around you, they will look to you to see how you're responding, because to them, you're the cool, calm, and collected kind of energy, all right? And so if they're like, they look at you and if you're cool and calm, then they can calm themselves down and not get worked up over something. But if you're panicked, then they know like, OMG, Ish is about to go down because you're freaking out, and you never freak out, okay? And so that's how they look at you, and that's what they like about you. You're sort of their compass, their guide as to how seriously or how freaked out they should be about something. And with the sacred space, sacred journey, awakening, right? There's definitely this spirituality that you exude, that peace that comes with understanding the workings and the moving and how the universe, interacts with us, right? And so you have this sort of grounded spiritual essence and energy as well that they really like when they're around you. As a matter of fact, I'm also hearing that they value your opinion a lot. Okay? They think you have a very level head on you, and that you are, remember how I was saying like you're not super chatty, but you see and observe a lot. That's what they like about you. That's why they would like talk to you and ask guidance of you, because you don't give them those like canned Miss America platitude kind of answers and responses. Like you really think about what they're asking you and you give your honest opinion, but not in a way that's like hurtful or bossy or spiteful or like condescending. You give really great advice to them and guidance, and they value that with you. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is like a totally different vibe from the other reading I did, and I'm loving it. I'm so here for that. So let's get some info here from the tarot as well and see what else is going through their mind, your crush here, and what they like about you. Oh, cool. We got all that we needed. So first out, we got Ace of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful. So with that, let me hold it. Let's see what else we got cooking here. Okay, so we have 10 of Pentacles. Nice, nice, nice. We have Knight of Cups and the Strength card. Wow, so your crush, what I'm seeing here is they really admire you. They think you have very strong character here. You're very reliable. See how this mermaid is helping this whale out? They sense this good heart that you have here, and that you not only do you have such a kind heart and you're willing to help others, but honestly, like your help is really valuable. You know how sometimes people, when they try to help you unintentionally, they sometimes make things worse, right? But you, when you help someone, you consistently make things better. And the thing is, what I'm hearing is like, even when you can't help somebody directly, you can help calm them down. Okay, like say for example, someone is like, "Oh my God, I'm about to lose my house. I'm gonna need like $100,000." Like even if you can't just loan them $100,000, the advice, the level-headedness, the calm that you can bring to them is helpful, right? Or if someone needed to build something or fix a car, even if you don't know how to build that thing or you don't know anything about cars, you can still calm people down and help them find or get the help that they need from someone that's more experienced or qualified to assist them in that way. All right. And so that's that kind of guidance and advice that you give. It's very well thought out. Again, you don't act like you know more than you know. You don't try to do things that you're not comfortable with or you feel are out of your abilities. You really show up as it is. Like you give people the honest truth and honest opinions, right? In a very compassionate kind of way. Now here with the Ace of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles, what I'm seeing is, and I wasn't sure if I would get a lot of messages on this front, right? Because you're crushing on them, but I wasn't sure if messages would come through to let us know if they're crushing on you back. And what I'm seeing here is that they're starting to look at you in a different way. And the thing is, like, they don't know yet how they truly feel about you. There's a lot of daydreaming right now with them, seeing here with the Knight of Cups and this 10 of Pentacles. Like they definitely see a lot of potential in you, a lot of potential for like a good match, a good fit, a potential for happiness, but there's still some things that they're sorting through, and it's not, you know, entirely clear just yet on what that exactly is. Like maybe you're with somebody, right? And so they're not sure if they should make a move because they're like, are you happy with them? Do I stand a chance even though I feel like I'm a great match for you, better than who you currently have, right? Or maybe you guys have a long distance kind of connection, right? You live kind of far apart from each other. Or maybe they're in school, right? And they don't have a lot of time, or they have a really busy job, or they work the night shift and you work the day shift, right? And so they're seeing like maybe some obstacles that might be challenging to work around when it comes to starting a relationship with you, right? Or maybe they have a kid, or you have a kid, and they're like, oh, I don't know, like maybe they're not in the position to think about dating because they have a young child that they're trying to provide for and raise by themselves. You know, like those kinds of things. So they have feelings for you and they see potential and they daydream about being with you, but just right now, because we have the Ace of Cups, it's all just kind of starting for them and they're trying to figure it out. And like, what do I do with these feelings? Do I act upon them, or do I just hold off for now, or I just put them aside for the time being? So they're just really not sure what to do. But I get the sense that they're a super sweet person, and they're not very selfish. Just like how you really put your best foot forward with people and you want what's best for people that you help, that you interact with, that are a part of your life. They want the same thing for you. So they don't want to be a burden in any way towards you. Wow, that really came through kind of. I wasn't expecting that to come through, but wow, Spirit. Oh, they sound super sweet. Your crush sounds super duper sweet. And I get the sense that they really do kind of see you, okay? And I think that's beautiful. So let me know what you think, though. I invite you to like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Make sure you turn the notifications on so you don't miss any of these super fun readings. And you can go to another one by clicking the link up here in the top right corner of your viewer. And a special message for those of you that are on this journey of connecting with your intuition, connecting with your gut, transforming your life, learning more about law of attraction. Take a look down in the description box below, because there's a link, and I'm inviting my viewers to connect with me on a discovery call, because I'd like to meet some clients, some wonderful star family souls to assist along their journey, pass along all the things that I've learned about law of attraction, manifestation, deep transformation, and healing to the benefit of others along their path. So if you could use that coaching, that mentorship and guidance, connect with me, please, because I really want to fulfill my purpose of helping others transcend any boundaries and limiting beliefs that they may have and really live that dream life that they have in their mind. All right? So I can't wait to connect with you, my dears, on that level. But for everybody, sending you all so much love and cosmic hugs. Mwah. Hey there, Star Fam. Welcome to your reading here. For those of you that were drawn to Hathor, let me know where you at, okay? Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know who you are, who were drawn to the goddess Hathor, to find out what does your crush like about you. So on the bottom here, it says receptivity. And then further below, it says, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So that's the advice of Hathor. But how it relates to how your crush thinks about you and what they like about you is your crush sees you as a very nurturing, kind, and giving person. And that's what they love about you. Hathor has a lot of mother energy. She's one of the Egyptian goddesses. So she has this energy of mothering, nurturing, nourishing, not just people, but even like the land, okay? So they see you as someone that brings a lot to the table, no matter what situation you're placed in. It's like you have a lot to offer the world, and that's what they really like about you. And what I'm also sensing here is you're very loving, and you're very compassionate, and you're very kind. All right. What they like about you is you're not that type of person that really acts like they're better than other people, that you're too good to do anything, right? Like, you're not that type of person that like puts their nose up, to things and like, oh, I'm too good to do that, or that's not my job, or that's not my responsibility. Like, you're always willing to lend a helping hand and assist in whatever way you can, and like nothing is beneath you. which is really, really amazing. And the other thing that's coming through with Hathor is you are also super grateful, and it shows in your actions, and you say it quite often. You say thank you. Um, you really have good manners in that sense. You say thank you for helping me carry these things into the house, or thank you for calling in to check up on me. You have a lot of gratitude. And so the thing is, what they like about you is sometimes, in life, when people try to do things for you or try to help you out, it comes off, the energy dynamic is sometimes very thankless. Okay, it's like you do all these things, and people, they don't appreciate what you do for them. And what they like about you is when they do things for you, you show that appreciation, and it makes them want to give more to you. Okay, because you're so good at receiving things in that way, that you really respect and cherish the time and effort and money that people put into doing things for you or giving you things. And you're just so, so grateful. And, I'm actually sensing too, it's not just your crush that likes this about you, but it's your family and your friends. They're like, wow, I never feel taken for granted by you. And that's what they love about you, okay? You make them feel really good about what they do and how they show up in the world. And they feel really recognized by you. Because what I'm hearing too is, some people might not appreciate some of the stuff that you do and they don't say anything, but they notice. Or that you notice that they do it, and it's like you thank them for what they did on those other people's behalf. Okay, it's like that conversation where it's like, maybe the kids are being like super duper bratty, and they're saying like, I hate you, mom, or you never let me do anything, or like, I just wanted this one thing and you couldn't get it for me, right? And you maybe feel bad about yourself, but they'll come, the thing about you is that you come into the picture and you're like, oh, it's really I feel bad for what your kids said to you. Like, they really don't see all the stuff that you do for them, and how much you really show up and help out and give of your time, right? So in the absence of other people's recognition, especially the people you're serving or working for, or they're serving or working for, you come in. Oh my God, I'm getting like all my pronouns like super duper mixed up. I'm so, so sorry about this. Let's rewind and try that again. So, here, we'll do this. So, this is you, right? This is them, and these are the other people in their life. So when the other people in their life are not showing gratitude and thanks for what they did for them, like, you come up and say, hey, I saw what you did for them. And I know they were like acting super ungrateful and mean and like not understanding, but I saw what you did. So thank you for doing that, right? That's, okay, hopefully that was a lot clearer now. I had to use like my little visual aids, OMGers. Okay, so let's find out what these cards are since we're playing around with them. So you got ascending, and I didn't find these bottom words to be super helpful when I was interpreting them, but you have your own intuition and your own insight, so you go ahead and read that if that helps. I have talking for you. Oh, sorry. Just gonna look at the words. And then I have the Grim Reaper. Ooh, this one's interesting, huh? So what I'm actually seeing here with the Grim Reaper, just came through, so we'll start there, is the Grim Reaper often symbolizes death, loss, transformation, okay? But in this context, what I'm seeing here is you have this appreciation for life. You have appreciation for the good times. You have appreciation for the bad times. So it goes back into this energy of gratitude that you have, where what I'm hearing is what they like about you is you're not that kind of person that gets super jaded. And you're not that type of person that plays the victim role, okay? So when things get tough or when you're put in a difficult situation, like you don't lash out at other people or resent other people, or you're not really the type of person who likes to do tit for tat. So it's like, oh, if you say something mean to me, I'm gonna say something mean back to you, right? Or if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back, right? Like you don't have that kind of energy. You have this appreciation and understanding of life. You get that, people have bad days, and I don't know what's going on with you, and I'm not going to take all these things personally. And so you really appreciate the other person's perspective, and you really try to understand where they're coming from. And, when bad things happen, like I was saying, you don't look at them as like, ugh, God hates me, universe hates me, I'm being punished. Like you don't look at it that way. You look at it as like, hey, this is life, and this is challenging and it does suck, but there's something to be learned here, and I'm grateful for the learning. I'm grateful for the teaching. All right. Now here with talking and ascending, what's really interesting here, this is super duper random, and I can't even explain where this came from. But for one thing, they really like the sound of your voice. They find your voice super soothing, super mesmerizing, and captivating. And two, this may not be for all of you, because maybe you haven't done this in front of them, or maybe you just don't do this in general, but they actually like your singing. I know, super random, super weird. But when I saw talking and ascending, I used to be in band. I played the clarinet. Let me know if any of you are like band geeks as well, or you play an instrument even to this day. But when I saw ascending, I thought of like crescendos and like an ascending scale. And in combination with the talking, it made me think of like singing. And so, again, maybe not for all of you, especially if you haven't sang a song in front of your crush, or you maybe just don't like to sing because you think you can't sing. So for the rest of you, though, they really love your singing voice. They love hearing you sing, and even if it's kind of like under your breath or in the shower or in the car or when you think no one's paying attention to you. Maybe some of you, like, I've done this on the channel once in a while where I would like sing a certain set of words, but my friends do it all the time where it's like we're just having a conversation and then they'll just like sing random words. But they really love that about you, okay? Definitely here they enjoy talking to you. Again, you're very soothing, you're very calm, nurturing when you speak, you're very kind with your word choices, okay? And you're very good with your communication skills in general, not just verbal, but nonverbal, okay? Like, what I'm hearing is when someone's talking to you, you're like really great at eye contact. You're really great at like nodding your head so that it shows you're following and understanding. You're not the kind of person that, keeps looking at their phone or their watch when someone's talking to you. It's like those kind of nonverbal cues that show that you're listening. Okay, that you're receiving receptivity here. We were talking about receptivity. You're receiving whatever they're saying to you and like really, truly listening to them. Okay? So they really love that about you, that you can pick up on these nonverbal cues. And even, when they're afraid to say something because, they don't want to trouble you, they don't want to bother you, but maybe you're feeling hurt, maybe you're feeling sad, maybe you're feeling angry or upset about something, but you're not saying it, they can recognize, you can recognize that, oh my God, I'm really effing up these pronouns, y'all. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So what your crush likes about you is that you know how to read them. Let's say that instead, okay? It's like you take them to the library, all right? You know how to read them. You know when something is on their mind, that is on your mind that you're not saying. They know when you're upset without you having to say it. They know when you're sad without you having to break it down for them, right? So that is the essence of this talk. I don't even know why I'm mixing up the pronoun uses all of a sudden. So I apologize for that. But they love that about you, okay? Now, with this, again, with the ascending, it's kind of going back to this grim reaper that I was talking about here, where we have this appreciation of life, okay, even through the tough times. So they see you as someone that really overcomes obstacles quite easily and with a lot of grace. And you come out of things not being, broken down and demolished, but you come out of things a lot stronger. And they see you as someone that is constantly evolving, constantly improving, constantly growing. And oh, this is so sweet, and so darling. What I'm hearing from your crush too is that they see you as someone that is always expanding, like the sky's the limit for you. It's like you constantly wow them, you constantly surprise them day in and day out. Like, just when they think you've maybe reached the peak, like, you blow them away. You go even beyond their expectations consistently. Oh, dang, you sound so bomb, honey. I don't know if anyone told you, but you sound pretty fly. So, what's so interesting about this, 5 cards came out rather than 4, compared to the other piles that I prepared. So, let's see what those 5 are, because you got a bonus. We got masculine, we got memories, got forgive. There you go. You have this very forgiving and compassionate nature because you can really see from the other person's perspective. So you're not really one to hold a lot of grudges. Okay. And that's kind of like negative poo-poo energy to hang on to anyway. Oh, family and denial. Okay. Interesting. So let's tune into this because this is quite the eclectic mix of cards here. So with this masculine card present, what that is really saying is what they like about you is they feel very safe and protected when they're around you. They feel like family, okay? It's like ride or die kind of energy from you, and you treat people like family. Oh, yes, that's so beautiful. They like that you treat people like family, that you have such a welcoming personality, and that, you really look out for people. And not just your family, like your friends, your coworkers, even strangers. Like if someone is doing something shady or like messed up, like you will look out for them and you'll help them out. So they love that about you. Yes, for sure. I'm getting like this. You treat everybody like family. Like you see the whole human race as a family, okay? That we got to look out for each other, that we got to live on this earth. We got to have each other's back. We have to treat each other well. We have to show each other love. Like that's kind of your worldview. And they love that about you. And what I'm getting here with this denial here is the thing that they like about you as well is you don't deny the truth. You don't deny someone's personal experience, okay? That's that nurturing, mothering energy. Like you, again, see people from others, see people, you can understand other people's perspective and you don't deny them that. You're not, like how some people are, they say like, oh, I'm like so bummed that my date canceled on me. And then there's some people that are like, well, at least you had a date. Like, I didn't get a date today. Like, so you shouldn't even be complaining. You know what I'm saying? There's people that do that, right? That really try to burst your bubble and be like, you have no right to complain. Like, you have no right to be upset about stuff. Like, you don't do that with people. And that's what they love about you because you don't deny their experience. So whatever it is that they're feeling and interpreting about their situation, you respect that and you honor that and you don't try to diminish it. Okay? Or like tell people like, oh, no, you're wrong. Like that's not what they meant, or you shouldn't take it that way. Like you don't tell people what to think and how to feel. And that's what they like about you. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to say it again, honey. I'm going to say it again because I think too many people do that. You don't tell people what to think or how to feel. And that is what your crush likes about you. Yes. Oh, yes. Feeling that. I am feeling that. Um, and the memories really, I'm not getting like super strong um, concepts from the memories. It kind of feeds into this, what I was just talking about earlier, where, you you honor everybody's perspective, their memory of how things went down, their memory of how they were hurt or what they did that was great. Like, you honor their perspective, their memories, their opinions, their thoughts, okay? And on a lighter level, they think you're super memorable, right? What I'm getting is that no matter what happens in life, like if for whatever reason your paths diverge and you might not be in each other's life for pieces of it, or at a certain point, like you part ways, whatever, like they see you as someone that's super memorable. Like they can't imagine ever forgetting you. You're that type of person that has had such an impact on their life that it's like, I would never forget you. And I'm hearing too, like they wish nothing but the best for you. They want you to have happy memories, happy experiences, because you do so much for other people. Oh, I love that. Okay, I feel like there might be something else here that I got little whiffs of, but I didn't. My thoughts were all over the place because so much information was coming in. So let's just make sure I didn't miss anything here as I tap into this energy. So what I'm also sensing from their perspective is there's not a lot of resistance when it comes to you. Things seem easy when it comes to you. That's what they like, okay? They like that they don't feel like they have to try really hard around you. They don't have to try hard to explain what they're thinking and feeling. It's like you just get them. Does that make sense? So they just like that you get them. It's like you guys are on the same wavelength, is what I'm hearing, okay? Either that or just super perceptive. You're super duper perceptive. And so it makes them feel like you get them, okay? So let's pull some tarot cards for any additional messages that they have to share with you. These cards are feeling a bit wild. Can I give you guys one more shuffle before? Okay, that was an affirmation if ever I noticed one. So let's see what we got cooking. We have the Star. Oh, yes, yes. You are that light in the darkness. 6 of Cups. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. It's like you can really connect and heal their inner child, their inner wounds, and you can help them remember to play in life, right? With like what we're talking about with the Grim Reaper, it's like life is an experience, life is an adventure. Like there's no reason to be hating on life and what transpires. And so you remind them of that and you help them kind of connect into their inner playfulness and their sense of wonder and awe with the world again, versus that, skepticism and that jaded feeling. Excuse me. And then here we have the Magician. They really think you're magical. And we have, oh my God, Grim Reaper and Death. Okay? So you really transform them. You really transform their perspective on just other human beings in general. What I'm kind of getting is like they really didn't have a lot of high hopes or high expectations of humanity. Maybe they watch too much news, right? And they hear all the awful things that people are doing around the world and not hearing enough of the good and wondrous things that people are doing out there in the world. So it's like you restored their faith in humanity and in human beings in general and in love and compassion and kindness. Like you restore that and they see you as this magical being. It's like, oh my gosh, you're creating this world, this reality from a perspective that they didn't ever see before. It's like, oh, I never knew that I could be friends or be around someone like you. I never imagined that there were people like you out there in the world, right? That's what I'm seeing. So maybe they don't necessarily see you unless they believe in this stuff, but maybe they don't necessarily see you as like an angel, an earth angel, or a fairy spirit, or an elemental, or a star seed. Like maybe they don't see you in that perspective. But all my spiritual woo woo peeps out there, you know who you are. I see you, I see you, I get you. But they definitely see you as like a blessing that has come into their life. And they're so grateful for your presence, and they really look up to you and they admire you quite a bit. So wow, oh my gosh, I love this. So let me know what you think too. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, Star Fam, and turn the notifications on so you don't miss any future readings. To go to another reading, I put that link right up there in the top right corner so you can head on over there if you wish. Now, for those of you that still feel like there's a lot to learn, it feels like you're very intelligent, aware, smart, spiritual people already as it is. But if there's any way you think I can help you with law of attraction, healing inner child wounds, past life wounds, things like that, I'm looking to connect and be of service to my community here. So definitely take a look at my Calendly schedule. The link is down in the description box below. Book that one-to-one discovery call with me and let me see what ways I can assist you, and let me know what you need assisting with, whether it's law of attraction, manifestation, like I said, past life regressions, healing work, what have you. I am here for you, fam. All right. So I look forward to connecting with you. But until then, sending everyone so much love and cosmic hugs. Bye. Hey there, Star Fam. Welcome back to another reading here at Transform with Ryan. And for those of you that were drawn to the goddess Freyja here, let me know who you are and where you're tuning in from in the comments down below. Let's find out, though, what does your crush like about you? So I'll just read what it says here on the card. It says bold. And then on the bottom, unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. So coming through so clearly and so brightly, what your crush really likes about you is you exude this level of confidence in yourself, and they really find that super attractive. And also, not just attractive, but also really commendable. It's kind of that word, but there's like, that doesn't have as much oomph to it as I'm trying to convey here. But they love your confident and passionate nature. They see you as someone that really doesn't take crap from anybody. And they see you as someone that doesn't easily take no for an answer, okay? Like you will go whatever lengths and do whatever you need to achieve your goals, to achieve your objective, okay? And a little bit about the goddess Freyja. She is the Nordic goddess of fertility, of passion, and also of celebration. So, some of the energy that you have, I'm feeling, is that you're like the modern day conqueror. And that's what your crush really likes about you. You are someone that achieves quite a bit in life. They really admire your accomplishments, your successes. It's like, dang, like you are a force to be reckoned with. All right. That's how they see you. And there's this cat here. And the thing about the cat energy that I think many people can understand and relate to is like the cat does what it wants to do. The cat does not care about what other people want and what other people are going for. The cat, like, they put themselves as the priority. Like if the cat wants to be petted, it will let you know. If the cat doesn't want to be petted, it will let you know that too. You know what I'm saying? So the energy of the cat and the dog is like so different. And what's also coming through from from this card and kind of your crush's perspective as well is, some people would say that the cat is really stuck up and really moody or whatever, right? But, if we look at it from a different perspective, the cat is really good at honoring boundaries. All right. So what does that mean? It means you know what you're capable of and you don't let other people tell you otherwise. You know what doesn't sit well with you, what you find offensive and cruel and mean or rude, and you don't put up with it. Okay? And some people, they may interpret your energy as being a bitch, but that is not true at all. Again, you're confident, you're bold, you have boundaries, and you don't, let people cross them. And your crush really, really thinks that's pretty amazing. And I dare say some of your crushes actually think that's quite sexy to have this confident person around them. So, yes. And you have this passion. So it's not just passion as it relates to like the bedroom, although definitely out of all of the 4 cards that came through, you are probably the most sensual kind of energy. And I'm even willing to go out a little bit further to say when it comes to the bedroom, you're a little bit more bold, daring, you're willing to experiment and try new things. Okay, I won't go much further than that because I think you guys are getting the picture. But that's also something that your crush likes about you, is that you have this adventurous side and this very passionate nature that shows up in all aspects of your life, not just in romance and love making, but also, with your career, with your family, with things that you're interested in, whether that's a hobby or world politics, charity work, whatever it is. You have a strong passion. So I shuffled some cards and put them together in little packets underneath the goddesses as well. So let's see what those are. We'll find out together. First, we have Healing Heart here. And this, I didn't find this super helpful when I was doing the other reading, so I'll just allow you to read it because maybe you'll get some insight from it, but it won't be something that I draw upon much. So Healing Heart, I like you. Oh, okay, well, I wasn't sure if we would get an answer to see if your crush likes you back from this reading, but it seems like they do. And Cupid's arrow. Okay, they really like you then. Okay. What I'm hearing, though, and I hope this doesn't alarm you or turn you off, is that your crush really sees a lot of the sex appeal that you have. I think there's more to it than just that, though, but just know that that is something they feel very strongly about from their perspective, too, okay? But what I'm also seeing here with this Healing Heart is your crush recognizes that things haven't always been easy for you, okay? And that's where this confidence and this self-assertiveness that you have comes in so strongly, is because you've had your experiences where you were like put down, you were blocked off, you were denied things. Like, you've had a lot of those kinds of experiences in your life where you really had to take a stand and dig your heels in and push back to get a lot of the things that you got in life, okay? To get to where you are here in life, is you had your share of heartbreaks and disappointments and people letting you down or people telling you no. Like, even though maybe you wouldn't ever show it to people's faces, like cry in front of other people or whatever, I get the sense you're not necessarily the one, out of all of the different options here, you're not the one that likes to show how you're feeling, okay? You're not the one to like ugly cry in front of people and whatnot. You, I'm hearing the song from Aaliyah. Oh my God, I loved Aaliyah. May she rest in peace. But Aaliyah, she had this song, Try Again. Dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. Cause if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, again, again. So, like, that's you. I hope you didn't mind my singing, loves. But that's like your theme song is like, hey, you know, maybe I didn't get my success or achieve my goal this round, but I'm going to get it the next round, right? And so they see that in you, and you know, honestly, what I'm hearing too is that their heart goes out to you. That it's kind of like they wish you didn't have to go through all those hardships because it seems unfair to them from their perspective. But you know that it was like your lessons; these are your learnings, and that they helped build your resolve and build your inner strength here and build sort of like a thick skin, right? So that people you don't really succumb to other people's maybe insults or meanness or when people underestimate you. Like, you don't take that as your own thing. You're like, hey, that's your stuff because I know for a fact I'm capable. I know for a fact I'm worthy and I'm valuable and I'm deserving. And so you don't let other people kind of confuse your own opinion of yourself because you know where you've been. You know where you've been really, really well, okay? Because, you know, behind closed doors, you've had your experiences and you've had to work through that pain. And yes, there were times where you had support, but there were also times where you had to do it yourself. And it wasn't always easy for you. Oh, dang. I bow down to you. Show you much love, much respect for the journey that you've been on in this life so far. And I'm not the only one that's seeing it. Your crush is seeing it too, okay? And they are really respecting you for it. And it's like really turning them on, like I was saying earlier. Okay, let's see what these other cards are showing for us, okay? So we have release. So same thing with this. I'll let you read the bottom. It's not anything that really speaks to me in this particular reading to provide insight. Marriage. Oh, snap. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this person is really feeling you because clearly they got marriage on their mind. So they see you as like marriage material. All right. Mirroring. Wow, 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 wow. And vibration. Oh, dang. Okay, so for sure, I was not feeling this strong of an energy from the other readings when it comes to soulmate, twin flame connection. But yo, this person, your crush, is definitely seeing this in you. They see you as their twin flame. Twin frame. Oh my gosh. Hi, I speak English. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean that offended anybody. But they see you as a twin flame, as a soulmate. They see you that as someone that they just vibe with. It's like they can't explain this really in words, okay? It defies logic. There's this release of like what makes sense to them, and it's like they're just having to go with their feelings, okay? What they like about you is like they just feel like you get them, that you just click. They love your vibe, they love your style, they love the way you be doing things, they love the way you think, they love the way you look, they love the way you talk. Like they are just vibing hardcore on everything about you. They, my gosh, you know, they are seriously, Cupid's arrow here, they are love struck. They are like crazy in love. Cue the Beyonce song here, okay? They are literally crazy in love about you. And to be honest, you know, what I'm seeing here, the healing heart and a little bit about the goddess Freyja were like the only things that really gave us a little bit more meat to the topic. Everything else, I like you. Cupid's arrow, marriage, vibration, mirroring. It's like they just have this feeling about you where it's like, yo, this is gonna be my wife. This is gonna be my husband. This is gonna be my life partner. Like, it has nothing to do with logic here. It's all about how they feel towards you. They feel this connection with you. They feel like you're meant to be. They feel this energy, this connection that goes beyond words and the mind, coming through here. Dang. And again, they see you as someone that they could marry. Okay, like what I'm hearing is like a lot of the little things. Okay, like you like the same foods, you like the same movies, you have the same viewpoints on like ethics and morals, and maybe you have the same political views. You have very common interests and passions, and like what I'm seeing too is like the kitchen and the home. It's like the things that the way you organize your kitchen, the types of kitchen utensils and kitchenware you have, the way you set up the living room and you organize it, like all of that, like it just fits them, like they get it. And it's like, oh my gosh, good, I like this. Because there's like some people who just like throw stuff in the closet and don't organize it, and then there's people who like put things in boxes and label stuff and create shelving units and all that kind of thing. Like whichever person you are, they're the same way, and they're like, oh good, we're not gonna fight over stupid stuff like that when we move in together, right? Like that's kind of what's going on in their minds. Oh snap, okay, they are really seeing this like forever kind of future with you. So I hope you're feeling that vibe too. I mean, clearly you're crushing on them, but how deep does your crush go actually? Ooh, that's the question. Okay, let me stop being silly now. I think you're the only reading I actually like sang for. So let's see what the tarot has to add to your reading, okay? On what your crush likes about you. Because, my gosh, if there was ever a straightforward reading, this is the one, okay? I really can't embellish much more. OMG, the lovers. Like, are you even kidding me right now? And look, we had this mirroring card. And what is this mermaid looking at herself in? A effing mirror. Like, I just can't. I can't. So soulmate energy, soul bond energy, just understanding each other, like it's all there. The Hierophant, okay, good. Ace of Pentacles, okay. And the King of Swords. All right, so what I am seeing here with this card, so Ace of Pentacles, this speaks to career, but also the home. So they definitely see potential here with you to have a home together, build a family, come into union and partnership, not just in like exchanging wedding vows, but like merging your finances and like what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine kind of energy here with the Ace of Pentacles. And what they really feel for you here with this Hierophant is I know this sounds to some of you maybe like hella cheesy, but it's like when they're with you and when they think about being with you and your life together, it's like it makes the rest of the world and life make sense. Okay? It's making me think of this song. Dang, your reading is like full of these song references. Like I can't even with it. Maybe your crush really has like this romantic soundtrack or like the soundtrack of our love kind of thing going with you guys, which is super cute actually, by the way. I'm not gonna hate on it. So with this, there's a song that I was rediscovering from, oh my gosh, why am I blanking on her name? She's a British singer. She did a song with Common, and the song is Joss Stone. Joss Stone. It's called Tell Me What We're Gonna Do Now. And it's featuring Common, who's a rapper. And one of Common's lines is, I see God in you. So the love that they feel for you is like not this human kind of love. It's like this deep, spiritual, transcendent kind of love. And that's what the Hierophant is saying. It's like they believe in life, they believe in people, they believe there is a God because they're in love with you and you exist on this planet. It's like God definitely couldn't have messed this reality up if you're here on this planet. Like that's how they see you. They see you as this blessing, and it's like this proof that love exists, that there is something to believe in here, okay? Oh my gosh, these feelings are just so strong. I'm gonna have to wrap up your reading soon because I'm getting overwhelmed by your crush's energies towards you. Ooh, okay, this is like epic kind of love energy is what I'm getting. So congratulations for those of you that were drawn to Freyja. Like, hey. Um, and here with the King of Swords, what I'm sensing here is that um, the King of Swords energy brings with it a lot of discipline, a lot of practicality, and as it translates into your reading is they think that you make sense to them, okay? And that the two of you together make sense to them. So it's like they feel this spiritual energy, this deep emotional connection, but also they're you make sense to their mind. Okay? So even if they couldn't put things in words and maybe other people don't get it, like they get it. So what does it mean? It's kind of like in their head, it's like, why wouldn't we be together? Why wouldn't we be a great match? Like you do this, I do that. You do this, I do that too, right? And like they just see it as like you complement each other, and like even on paper, what I'm hearing, like on paper, they think you're a great match. Like you complement each other well. You have enough commonalities within you to ensure like harmony and understanding between the two of you. And so they see it as like, yo, we just make sense together. Why wouldn't we be together? Like we're a match made in heaven, right? Like that's a good way to kind of like pull all these elements together here. But also, what I'm getting, you know how we were talking about bold and passionate and committing to your goals and dreams? That's this King of Swords. They have that discipline and that dedication to get things done, to move forward in life, to constantly be improving and growing. You're definitely, like, from their perspective, you're not that type of person to like sit on your butt and be lazy and do nothing. Like, yeah, maybe if you need the rest, you can spend a lazy day in bed or on the couch or whatever, but you're not the person who's like, I'm going to take a 1 month vacation and do absolutely nothing. Like, that's just not you. Okay? And that's what they like about you, that you're a mover, a shaker, a go-getter, right? They love that about you, okay? Oh my gosh, this is like such clear messages coming through for your reading. So let me know what you thought about it, okay? Let me know what resonated with you. I invite you to like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Make sure you turn those notifications on, my love, so you don't miss any more of these fun readings. And there's a link right up here to go to another reading if you're in the mood for that. And then lastly, very important for those of you that want to go beyond the tarot here and what's offered in these general readings and are on this goal of committing to your journey, your transformational journey, stepping into achieving your dreams and goals and wishes, and want to learn how you can use intuition, law of attraction, deep inner healing, reprogramming those old beliefs and limiting thought patterns. Like, I am here for you. I'd love to work and connect with you and help you achieve your goals and dreams. So book that discovery call with me. The link to do so is in the description box below. Let's connect. Let's see if we're a good match to work together, what I can offer you to help you on your life path and towards achieving your dreams and goals, all right? Because that is my purpose here in the world, is to help uplift people and help them honor their path and step into their power. So I look forward to connecting with you, my loves. In the meantime, sending everybody so much love and cosmic hugs. Have a very beautiful rest of your day. Bye.